Hello, my name is Mildred and I never wanted to be a civil rights activist, but I became one because I stood up for myself and my family. I was born Mildred Dolores Strutter on June 22, 1939 in Central Point, Virginia, and I am African and Native American. My nickname when I was a little girl was String Bean because I was tall, slim, and had a light complexion. When I turned 18, I wanted to marry my longtime boyfriend Richard, but we were not allowed to be married in Virginia because he was white. At that time in America, many parts of the South still had a lot of racial conflict, but Central Point was known for its amicable race relations, which means having a spirit of friendliness. So we were surprised there was a law forbidding us to be together. The law was called the Racial Integrity Act, and it was created in 1924. So we decided to go to Washington, D.C. to get married. A couple of weeks later, on July 11, 1958, the police came bursting into our home at 2 a.m. and arrested us for being married. Richard was released after one night in jail, but I had to stay in jail for several days. We were given the option to serve 1 to 3 years in jail or leave Virginia for no less than 25 years. So we moved to Washington, D.C. and were only allowed to visit our families back in Virginia separately, or we would be arrested again. By 1963, we missed our families terribly and wanted to move back home, so I wrote a letter to the U.S. Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy, and he referred us to the American Civil Liberties Union, who agreed to take our case. On February 12, 1967, the Supreme Court voted 9-0 that the law was unconstitutional and was struck down in all 17 states that still had the law. We were finally able to take our 3 children and move back to our home in Virginia. And now, every June 12th, there is an annual celebration called Loving Day, which is the biggest multiracial celebration in the United States of America.